Exposition fields of the main exhibition center of the country again present goods and services of our domestic producers. The branch Industrial Fair and Cooperation Exchange started its work informing visitors about innovations in the spheres of agriculture and water resources, processing of agricultural products and consumer goods, the sphere of culture, education, healthcare and social protection, as well as information systems and telecommunications. More in our report.
The Sectoral Industrial Fair and Cooperation Exchange gathered together the enterprises of diverse spheres: agricultural, food, medical, pharmaceutical, textile and consumer goods, as well as ICT in UZ Expo Center in Tashkent. One can see new products and the ones that are being offered for import substitution on the stands. The efficiency of such forums is expressed in the expression of intersectoral links, which contributes to the introduction of new technologies in production based on innovations, increase in the range and quality of goods, the volumes of output. From huge associations to representatives of private sector, all of them have their offers. The approach of cooperation, according to specialists, contributes to huge number of new products made in Uzbekistan. Sometimes making software takes much time and effort, but most importantly, the final product is comfortable and useful for users. That's why the interests of those who will use it are taken into consideration. The scientific circles of Uzbekistan are presenting innovations to enterprises of diverse branches. On the one hand, higher educational establishments give knowledge to students. On the other hand, appropriate researches are held. Here one can see the list of discoveries which scientists offer to use in all the possible directions of industry and agriculture. Fresh technological solutions, new mechanisms, details and others are required for the realization of scientific plans. It will contribute to enhanced cooperation between enterprises as well as research institutions.
An evening of culture of Uzbekistan was organized in Paris by a permanent representative of our country under UNESCO. The best traditions of literature, music, cinema, fine arts created a special atmosphere during the meetings with diplomats, scientists and artists. This is not the first and not the last event when Europe receives a cultural elite of different states to meet and become one step closer to the history, traditions and contemporary arts of sunshine Uzbekistan. So this time a cultural evening organized in Paris devoted to literature, music and cinema of Uzbekistan welcomed numerous visitors. Opening the event, the permanent representative of the Republic of Uzbekistan to UNESCO, Lola Karimova-Tlaeva, noted that Uzbek people have a rich cultural, scientific, spiritual and historical heritage that gave the world such a great thinkers, philosophers as Al-Biruni, Al-Khwarazmi, Abu Ali ibn Sina, Ulugh-Bek, Alisher Navoiy. She also stressed that poetry, literature, music and cinema are the significant components of the Uzbek culture, which is one of the most important values of UNESCO, along with science and education. The continuation of the evening was the performance of the Lyceum student Mariam Tellaeva, who read in French immortal ghazals and poems of Alisher Navoiy. Filled with ideas of humanism, love to country and the beauty and the desire for perfection.
Je vois tant d'attrait chez celle qui me cherche, celle que je désire mais ne désire pas. Que ferais-je des fées ou des belles souris? Elles montrent les noirs et cachent de sourire.
Guests of the event were also able to enjoy a professional performance by French actors, followed by a demonstration of the miniatures created at major schools of fine arts of Uzbekistan. During the evening, the guests were presented the work of art film Parizot, which won a number of international prizes on film festivals. You are watching FCN. Leading physicians of a wide variety of specializations these days are visiting the regions and the most remote areas of the country. Within the framework of the Week of Health, a comprehensive examination of the health of population is being held. As the regular practice, the specialists of the field note contributes not only to the diagnosis but prevention of diseases as well. It is also important that this experience allows to rise the level of medical culture of people.
According to experts, the correct diagnosis in more than half increases the effectiveness of treatment. Health Week, held every year in parts of the country, can receive specialized medical assistance to many remote communities. That's why In Kashkadarya, 12 highly qualified doctors sent by major destinations. They are representatives of research centers, universities, leading institutions in the health system. More than 2,000 patients have come to accept in 6 districts of Kashkadarya. According to organizers of the action, this year the focus is the settlements located in the lowlands. Patients received in Termez also. The city was the starting point from which employees of the leading specialized centers of the country will travel to areas Surkhandarya. Only in the regional center they have consulted more than 1,000 inhabitants. One of the participants, Gulchehra Ismatullaeva, came to the reception with her daughter. She said that timely medical examination for her component of healthy living, because the disease is much easier to prevent than to cure. The participants in the action in the region were approximately 10,000 residents. Those who received the appointment will be able to take the next step to health and to begin treatment using the latest equipment. As pointed out by the organizers, the opportunities created better for this purpose in the region every year. Specifically, in order to advise patients as much as possible, the organizers of the action in the Khwarezm region provided as an aid for the capital of the most modern equipment. Every year, in-depth examination of the shares are held as part of thousands of residents. Each of these experts will not only diagnose, but also to advise how best to take care of health in order to prolong life. The action took place in 3 districts. Medical checkup were even residents of the most remote settlements. In the end, only in the Khwarezm region of about 6.5 million people get expert advice on how to take care of their health.
That was our last report for today. Thank you for being with us and have a very good day.